実用日本語
Now that we've learnt the Japanese syllabaries, hiragana and katakana, let's start learning to use the language. Before we do, we should emphasize that Japanese is very different to English, so we won't translate into English phrases. Most of the time, there is no direct translation. From now on, we'll use only Japanese and show the direct translation of each part of the sentence. Instead of trying to translate an English sentence into Japanese, a better way to learn is to determine the feeling or meaning to be conveyed and learn the Japanese way of saying it. For example, to show that some English expressions don't directly translate to Japanese, I'll use a simple but common phrase, I'm hungry. In Japanese,
お腹減った
onaka hetta, stomach decreased, or the things in my stomach have decreased. In Japanese, you don't say, I'm hungry. You say, my stomach is empty. More formally, you might say,
お腹が空いている
お腹が空いている, or stomach, marked by a subject particle, ga, is being empty. Another example taught to me by a language exchange partner really helped me to understand the way sentences are constructed in Japanese. Japanese uses clauses, or bunches of verbs and nouns, to describe other clauses, or other things. So for example, I asked my friend how to say, in Australia, there aren't many places where it snows. And the translations showed me how different the language structure is.
オーストラリアには雪が降るところはあまりない。
オーストラリアには雪が降るところはあんまりない。オーストラリアには in Australia, then marked by the topic marker は雪が降る snow with the subject marker ga falls. ところは a place marked by topic marker wa. あんまりない or not very much doesn't exist. Also, from now on we won't be using romaji and we'll be introducing kanji with every new piece of vocabulary. You may have heard that kanji is difficult to learn. Yes, there are many kanji to learn, but you'll be surprised by how quickly you can memorize them. We aim to teach the foundations of the language in a fast and simple manner and present phrases and pronunciations used in daily life. You may have also heard about polite language used in Japanese. We will cover this in later episodes, but before that we'll start with plain forms and basic grammar to give you a solid understanding of how the language works. So remember, we're learning Japanese, not translating English to Japanese, and it's not as difficult as you may think. Practice what you know often and use what you know and try to describe things and make new sentences. みんな頑張って